everybody. Welcome back to Banished Season 2, our continued quest to get Mountain Man. Let's load up new Edro here. I think we're doing pretty good as far as our population. We're managing it really well. We're doing small growth instead of a large growth. We don't want to have a repeat of last time and run out of tools and then food and then fail. So I think if we just take it a little slower this time, we'll be a lot better. Right, here we are. I know last time we said we were going to have all this stone go to a trader. We really don't have much to trade right now, so I think it's going to be better served to put this stone towards the Forester's Lodge, Gatherer's Hut, and the Hunter's Lodge out in this area, because that will give us more wood, which will give us more firewood, which will give us more things to trade. So I'm going to go ahead and designate some of that stuff out here. Try to get this set up to where it'll create the most forest possible. Excellent. We'll do a gatherer. I think, well, I mean, we're at 4.5 hearts of health, so maybe we don't need a, I was thinking we needed a herbalist, but maybe we don't need it. Because it seems like it's not really necessary, so let's go ahead and get everything brought over. I think it will be good to designate these roads finally. So, I think if we designate the roads, they'll follow it. Okay. Put a couple builders up, and let's check our population here. An adult there, a couple people living alone. Pretty good so far. A couple adult males there, and 3 adult males but no females for them, so it's not that big of a deal. We're gonna pause this hunter's hut because we don't really need the food. We want to go ahead and get this planting started for these trees though. Drop this down to 2, just like the others. Take 1 away from here. And make sure the other foresters have people working them. Once this guy finishes the road, which looks like he's done, we will designate a little bit here. And then down to here. And we will then, after the builder's done with all that, we will take him away and make him a forester. You can already see a little tree planted. Look at that. Foresters are already doing their jobs. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to up our foresters to 6. 2 in each. I really like that setup. Plenty of wood, but it doesn't chop it down too fast. And it appears as if our people aren't doing anything. Let's send them off. Like, we got quite a few people probably just standing around doing nothing. Let's go ahead and gather surface iron. We will eventually use it, so we might as well grab it. And the people aren't doing anything anyway because it's already, they're just not doing anything. Because everything is full. Let's check to see if there's anything else. Looks like there's a little bit here. Okay, excellent. And while they're continuing to do nothing, let's do a general clear out of this. We don't need any of that there. And I think I might have missed the iron that's here. Yep, looks like it. And all the iron. Once we have all this, we'll we'll know that it is going to be a little different as far as where we're going to need the iron after this. We are up to 47 people, so we have almost hit our limit of what we are trying to get to. We have male boys everywhere. Not really any females to be found. There's one that will grow to be an adult soon. I thought about it for a while, and I don't think I'm going to worry about a school for such a small population. We've had people become laborers, so let's make a builder here, unpause this. So from what I understood, clothing is actually a good one to trade because it only takes one leather to make one coat. And so it increases the price by a lot. So maybe we will just get foresters, hunters up and keep a leather production going. Go crazy with the leather. I mean, that'll work. It'll work, you know. Okay, stone quarry's doing pretty good. We're bringing in a good amount of stone, so I mean, even with building these two things, it'll be a little while before we build the actual gatherer's hut over here, because we're going to wait until the trees are all grown. My army of people are off gathering all this stuff. Make sure they get it all. A lot of things grow while they're gathering, so gather it all. Really, there's a good amount of surface stuff over here. Maybe we should invest the bridge and take care of that. I mean, they might be able to get to it from here. I don't know, let's try designating a little bit of it and see if they could actually make it over this mountain to it. Because if they could, then that would be awesome. Okay, so we have our hunters up. So let's fill them up. Buttercup. Chopping down the rest of this stuff. Gonna come get this stone soon. Our food's dropped down, so our army is diminished a little bit. And we are almost at 50, so we're doing pretty good. And then we've had another child born. Let's check to see if those girls have become adults. Might have already and moved out. There's a 10-year-old girl there. Boy. A couple of single people, so we're gonna try this again and see if this will work. Where's that single person? There he is. So he's no longer homeless, which means he moved in with somebody else. Now if we cancel it, hopefully the couple will move in instead of him moving back in. And no, he just moved back in. It's kind of annoying, but not much you can do about it. So our stone's doing pretty good. I'm actually going to build another stone house. Right here. Our stone area. And our food is full. Were they able to come get this stuff? Let's prioritize the gathering of this and see if they can come get that. Seeing people. Is that person going to come over and do that? Are they able to? Oh, look at that. Looks like they can. So there's really no need for a bridge at all. You can just do that. That might work out better for us anyway. No reason to not gather it if we can reach it. Obviously, it'd be a lot easier to, a lot faster, it seems, to build a bridge. But we'll hold off on that for now. We don't need to go crazy on that yet. And our reserve of stone is low, of course. Child is born. Alright, well, we're at 55 people now. We're at late winter of year 20. So, start year 21, we are at our 50. So let's see if this works out for us. We will continue to build a small amount of houses every now and then. We are maintaining our population. We've got quite a few kids, so that's good. We're not going to stagnate anytime soon. Ready on a couple movement here. Good. And this woodcutter's getting online. Let's put another 2 people in the stone quarry. That way that is starting to produce. Seems to be a lot of deer that hang out in this area, so these people probably have already gathered quite a bit. And I think town hall would be nice. Not essential, but nice. Takes a lot of resources though, so we'll hold off for now and see. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to see at our total resources. Takes 80 for the trading post, town hall takes 124, so I mean it takes a significant amount more. I'm going to raise our tool limit. Let's raise it up to 80, just in case there's some crazy epidemic and everyone needs tools. We'll have them on hand. I don't want to lose out on tools. Let's build a small stockpile out here and gather up some of the stuff. I mean, no sense in not gathering it all up. Let's gather the stone so we can use it. And then I think we'll gather the iron. We should have a decent amount of people coming out to grab this stuff because our food is full. Our coats are full, so we should have a good amount of people here. And they should be able to just drop the stone off right here. I'll get rid of this stockpile after a little bit. For now, it's nice so they don't have to walk all the way up there, then all the way back just to drop it off at the stockpile. After I gather all this, I'll probably just slash this whole area down, because there's no point in letting the trees grow here. So there's a small piece of iron hiding out there. I don't ever plan on building anything up here, so I might as well just harvest all the resources, right? Okay, excellent. I mean, this might give us enough stone to give us our town hall, which will then give us our big picture. We can watch the growth of everything. I do think a town hall would be nice to have. It's just nice to have that overarching picture of everything and how it's going. And we had a forester die of old age, that's okay. We are still at 55 people. And now we had another baby born, so we're still growing. Our food's dropped down to below the limit, so everyone's gone back to gather a little bit of food. And we have another adult. Firewood's still looking good. Maybe I'll raise the limit. It's at 400 right now, so let's like raise it up to 450. Our clothing's reached the limit. I'd really like to know how much more leather we have hiding around. So that's what? 32. Oh wow, that's quite a bit there. So we got quite a bit of leather. A lot of leather. Let's up our leather limit again, or our clothing limit. As well, that's what we're going to trade. Let's up it so we can trade it all away. Not really sure what we're going to trade it for. There's nothing that we really are wanting for. I mean, we'll eventually get low on iron, and our stone is a little on the low side, but we don't really plan on doing a lot more building. Right now we're just planning on doing the maintaining. Another baby born, so we're up to, what, 57 people? Good. These people brought in a good amount of food. And the foresters is getting online here, so we can have more firewood. Always keep a good amount of firewood, which would be nice. So with that there, all that stone that we were able to collect, we went up to about 103 stone. If we do go with a town hall, it's going to take 127, so we'll just need to get the rest of it out of our quarry. Which they're doing about... now they're doing more now. Firewood's low, probably because they were running off to go get all that stuff I told them to get, so they will chop all that stuff down faster. Saying firewood's low, but it's really not. Let's put another vendor in. We had more houses, so they are struggling to keep everything up here going. Child born, so we are still climbing in population, so we're doing pretty good. Early spring of year 22, so 2 years down. Well, the process of the second year down. Foresters are bringing in a decent amount of logs. Hunter died of old age, it's okay. We have access to place that hunter. And we'll have another explosion of food once these trees mature. That will help out a lot. I am sending them quite a ways away to gather up this iron, and I think once they gather the iron, there's no need to cut the trees down. We're not needing for the wood, but the iron is nice. So we'll gather that iron and we'll kind of leave it at that. Okay. More adults. Another person in the quarry. And those laborers will run off and get that while the food producers are producing food. And more babies being born. Good. We have a good amount of growth here. So once they gather up all this, we will get rid of the stockpile and then bring it all back. Prioritize gathering up that stuff. Okay, excellent. And our food limit's reached, so all the gatherers of food should be running off to get all this iron. And we have a good amount of iron. We might even have enough iron to sustain ourselves through the 20 years of keeping 50 population, so we'll see. Get all this gathered. So it's all been chopped at least. A little bit that needs to be chopped down. Looking at our town center here. Bringing in a little less logs. Might have been just because we had a little less people working it. And if necessary, we got quite a bit we can chop down if needed. This whole area outside this circle is not being used by any gatherer, so that's not a big deal. Plus, this is going to come online soon, so we should be good. Alright, looks like we have a little bit to gather there, a little bit to gather there, and then we can get rid of this stockpile. We've already gathered the rest of it, it looks like. Let's just check, make sure it's all gone. Prioritize grabbing that. Good. And let's get rid of this. Move the stockpile, that way they bring it all back, and we've gathered pretty much all the surface that we can gather. When did our stone go down? Oh, our stone went down because it's all sitting in the stockpile, that's what it is. It's kind of interesting. It doesn't count towards stockpile if you are canceling the stockpile. So it made it look like we had less stone than we actually did, but we had a lot more than that. Okay, these trees are maturing pretty good, and I think it might be almost about time to throw our gatherer's hut in here. We'll wait maybe another season or two, get the trees to full maturity, and then we'll bring that there. 5 laborers, still a decent amount of children. I think we might still have some stone in transit, and we might be pretty close to what we need in order to build the town hall. So that's exciting. If we get that town hall built, we can kind of micromanage a little bit more on how well we're doing with food and everything, so I definitely want to get it. I think it'll help out a lot. Our tools are full, so we have 80 tools. Logs. Let's up our tool limit to 100. I don't want a tool epidemic like last time to happen. That was just horrible, which caused us to spiral down to death. So we've moved all that. This area is clear of everything we really care about. And we're doing good. So near the market. Let's put another person in the market. We have the extra laborers, so we might as well. And 140 stone, so the town hall is going to take 124 stone, so we have everything we need. Let's go ahead and build it. And let's build it right there. That's a good spot, kind of out of the way. Nothing we are planning on building there, so that works good for us. And we will bring everything over and get it built. After this, we could probably afford another house. Our children are going down. I mean, we're at 63 people, but we want to make sure our children doesn't get too low. We don't want to stagnate towards the end of it. I mean, we have a couple of people living alone, but they will eventually die and move on. We'll have the house available, but I think we could probably afford one more house. Another stone house, though, so we'll wait until we have enough stone for it. We will another person in stone cutter. And we are just about ready to put a gatherer's hut down here. Looks like the clother's working hard to try to get our clothes up to 200. Good. It's nice to be able to see everything we have instead of having to try to manually add it all up. It's good to see it all in one location. That's why the town hall's good. I don't think we're going to need to accept any nomads, but if it gets to the point where we're almost done and our population's dipping down and we need to maintain it and nomads are available, then might accept them just to glide through the rest of it. Alrighty, here we are. So we're pretty happy, pretty healthy. I mean, that's good. We have 175 leather, so we have quite a bit of leather. We are drowning in venison, and venison really is what we're drowning in. Not sure why it's telling us potatoes. Maybe that's what the food we started with. Okay, good. Well, we have enough for our stone house, so let's go ahead and build it. More people becoming adults and laborers, so that is good. We definitely we'll have enough for our gatherer's hut as well, so we will probably gather that. That'll be our next thing. And then I've been saying it forever, but after that we'll finally get the trader's lodge. Not that I don't think we're ever going to really need it, but we'll grab it just in case. Because we might need it. Just want to keep our people productive. I mean, there's no sense in having laborers around. I mean, the laborers gather the stone and put it in where it needs to go, so that's kind of nice, so we always know how much stone we have. But it's really not needed as much. So we will increase our food. Give us, there we go, that's pretty good, I like that. Probably put a storage barn out here so they don't have to go so far. Not gonna have the stone for that yet, so we'll get the gatherer's hut built first. Let's put another 2 people in the stone. I've never actually completely mined a quarry out, so it'd be kind of cool if we actually did that. And we're getting logs. I think we can activate cutting here. These things are mature and they're growing, so we'll activate the cutting process here. Have a road there, yes? Yes, okay, good. Thought we had put one there, but I wasn't 100% sure. Builders will build that, and we'll need more gatherers. Excellent, so all of our people are pretty much working. We can spare 2 laborers, just kind of doing nothing. And to replace those that die, but we don't want to have like 6 laborers sitting around doing nothing. So that's a little ridiculous. Just like that, we had a gatherer die, so we replaced him. So this to finish. Guys laborers, and we have another adult, and we have another person die of old age. So let's check our houses. Let's see here, we've got no single people here, single person there, so only 1 single person living alone, so that's good. So if we look at our families here, we have 34 families and 65 citizens. And so, taking into account that each family has 2 people in it, typically, that is pretty much our houses are full. And we have 21 homes versus 34 families, so that's interesting. 16 children currently, no students. We're 100% clothed, we're 0% educated. Firewood is low. I think it might be time for another fire cutter, maybe? We'll see. Maybe we've had that warning a couple times, and we actually have never ran out of firewood. It's just been low. So maybe... I don't know, we'll see. Logs are about 300, so I mean, maybe our spare laborers gather up some logs preemptively here. More people becoming adults, that's good. Let's see how far does our hunter... Gatherer hardly goes very far into this at all, so we can probably clear this entire island. Give our gatherers, our laborers, something to do. Gather up this wood that no one cares about. It's not being used for any production, so gather it up so we have it. And we reached our clothing limit, good. It's a constant struggle for firewood, it seems. I don't know, maybe we will have to come up here and cut down these trees. We'll see. We're using most areas around us for food and for logs, so hold off on everything there. I didn't want to build... I mean, we built a lot of things recently, so I mean, that might have been why our logs were low. But I did want to go ahead and build a storage barn out here. make sure that they don't have to go too terribly far to put food into storage. I don't think you can have too many storage marts, especially when you have vendors that are struggling to keep up with the population. And we are sitting at 70 people, so we're good. Looks like we're in the middle of our 4th year, so we're definitely quite steady. So go ahead and get stone, lots of stone, all the stone we can. Might need another woodcutter, but at the same time here we're already back up to 200, 300 firewood. So I don't think it's really necessary. Let's just keep putting people in the stone cutters because we're not really having much population growth right now, so food-wise we're going to be fine. Although we can come up here and cut down those trees as well if necessary. Let's get an explosion of logs going on here. I don't want to run out. And let's go ahead and up our clothing limit again. How much leather do we have? Still have 130 leather sitting around, so make another 100 coats. I mean, we're not using the leather for anything other than coats. Got quite a bit of venison, quite a bit of, like a decent amount of fish. I mean, for one fisher's hut, that much fish, that's a good amount of fish. Looks like our people like to eat the berries. They're eating the onions pretty good. Mushrooms and roots, I mean, that's kind of their variety. They're not eating nearly as much meat. They're eating a lot of roots and berries and such. So get this all chopped down. This will be getting up and running. That's good. I feel the need to come gather this stuff because it's surface stone and surface iron and such, but I'm not going to. Alright, so looking at it here, we're about into our 5th year, and our tools, we did raise our tool limit a little bit, but we're already down to 137 iron. There's really no other way for us to get iron besides mining it now. So we might need to use our next stone on an iron mine. I know I keep saying I'm going to get the trader, but I don't really see the need for it yet, so might have to get an iron mine. I think this area might be a good spot for it. I mean, we can preemptively build it. Oh, not a quarry. Mine. We can try to preemptively build it. That way it's built. That'd be a good spot for it. Find any spots here. We can probably put it here. Maybe not. Kind of cool if we could put it right here. Oh wow, we can. That is actually a perfect spot for it. Because we're not really using that hill at all, so let's build it right there. That's a good spot. I like that. It's pretty close to houses, so it works out good. We're only losing a couple trees and some gathering food, but we'll be good. So let's get that built in case we need it. Okay, we're up to 72. I don't think this person's died yet. We got a couple of old people there. We have an old person living along there. All in all, we got a pretty good setup here. Food limit's been reached again. Let's go ahead and raise the food limit. It's been a little while since we've raised it. Let's go up to 20,000. Vendors still struggling to keep everything in here. So let's go up to 8 vendors. Let's do a couple of builders. We've had a population growth, all these people have become adults again, so let's get them to work at least. Got a nice little bustling community here, so this is good. Now these builders haven't finished this because I didn't assign any builders. Let's do another builder. I really like this, that we can put this right here. It worked out really nicely. Got a decent amount of stone coming in. I mean, we're not building a lot of stuff, so it works good for us. 60 or so stone a season. I mean, we can even replace some of these old houses. I know we talked about it before, replacing the houses and putting stone houses in. That would help with our firewood. We have the boarding house, so if we kick some people out and then upgrade it, like upgrade these people that are older, upgrade them into stone houses, might be a good endeavor for us to do next. Let's get this built though. And more laborers. The storage barn is up and running, good. And our food is starting to decline. Excellent. Yeah, I think if we choose to start upgrading these stone houses, we have the boarding house for them to go into for now. And then so they're not going to be like freezing to death. And then we'll use less firewood total across everywhere, so I think all in all that would be a good idea. We have what? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stone houses. Or 11 wood houses that we could upgrade, so we have enough stone for one right now. We will get some of that stone back. And we have another adult, so I think this is good. I think we're gonna make it this time. We're about into our 6th year, so we're doing 20 years. That'll be a fourth of the way through. Let's finish this, and then we're gonna kick some people out. Let's start with this guy. Let's upgrade his house. It's not even showing him as homeless because he's staying in here. He's got a nice little place to stay in here. He's good. Well, I guess we have the extra laborers. We might as well start getting some iron. We're already less than 100 iron, so let's go ahead and start getting iron because I don't want to run out. Still got 100 tools. Little crafter here. Clother's still working on getting our clothes limit up. We're using that leather up, so that's good. No sense in not using the leather, right? So we had a forester die of old age, that's okay. So we're at 71 people. And we have the stone for the stone house, and it's going up to stone, excellent. So it looks like we'll probably have another couple move into here. A couple move in here, good. And we reached our food limit again, wow. We will shortly have enough stone for this house. Let's kick these old people out. And it looks like our iron's coming back up already. Not very fast, so let's put another 2 people in there. Might as well keep our laborers actually doing something. A little less amount of kids, but it's not a huge deal. We have some loners living here alone by themselves. So I mean, we don't want to go crazy on this because we want to make sure that we can maintain our population. So the more population we have, the more tools we use, the more firewood we use. So I think we'll probably be okay. So we have a miner die of old age, and miner replace them. It's okay. Let's go to 6 miners. Still struggling to keep this thing full, even with 8 people. keep bringing the food, they keep taking it, so that's a good thing. I mean, we have plenty of food. And we have everything else we need. I mean, we're gonna be fine. So just a single person moved in there because the other one died. I don't understand why you can't force old people to live together. It'd work out so nicely. Well, we're getting a good 70-some stone per season, looks like. So we should be able to upgrade all of these houses. I don't think we're going to stagnate. We'll have a couple of people die, and other people will replace them, and then start having babies. So I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. These houses here, we got a bit of older people, but I want to replace all these stone homes first. I don't think we really need any more houses. And we're getting a decent amount of iron coming out of here. So we shouldn't run out. We should be able to keep our tools up and running. We still got 71 people, so we're 20 above. So even if we stagnate a little bit, it's not gonna kill us. And it looks like we still have childs being born anyway, so we're okay. We'll be fine. More adults. We'll shortly have enough stone. So let's go ahead and start the process. Grab it all out. Tear it all down. Make a stone. Use less firewood so our fire cutters don't have to work as hard, and we won't have to have as much wood. Much more efficient. And with the stone we'll gather up there, we should have 40 stone, so we'll be good. It's going to tell us our stone is low here pretty soon, I'm sure. This area, bringing in about 100 logs. This area, bringing in close to 100 logs. This one, not the same. So I mean, we're getting about a little less than 300 a season of logs. I mean, our logs have gone up, so good. Doesn't take a lot of logs to upgrade these, so that is definitely helpful. Iron's still going down a little bit, so I'm going to throw a couple more miners in. I mean, they became adults, might as well, right? Maybe while our builders aren't doing anything, we should get the road going. We're traveling that area, so we might as well make it a little faster. Excellent. Get a little bit more speed here. I guess we have people coming to here, so we might as well do that. Up to 30 stone, so we should have enough soon to do the next house. Just 3 more houses in this area. I think it's already starting to help our firewood consumption. Oh look, our market people are doing a little bit better, I think, of keeping things full. That's good. And we still haven't reached our 300 clothes. It's because we are out of leather, so that's okay. With 280 stored, we're doing okay. Let's take our clothes limit back down to 200, I guess. Really no need. I think we have a bunch of laborers doing nothing right now because our food limit's been reached. We're still having children, so that's good. We'll have a couple of people die of old age here pretty soon. have a 79-year-old and a 71-year-old living alone, and they'll be replaced probably pretty quickly as soon as they die. We have plenty of people that can move out. All in all, we're doing good. Our iron seems to have stabilized, it seems. And we have enough stone, so let's upgrade the next one, huh? All this time I've been saying let's put it in the miner, I've been actually putting them in the stone cutters, but that's okay, we'll put 10 in each. And we will get this all taken care of. Nice big bustling community of 73 people. Excellent. And we had a miner die in a cave-in. Hopefully it was an old person. Looked like it was. Kind of stinks. And Hunter just died of old age. Is that one of these guys? I think it might have been, because I think this person used to be an old person, so... We have moved in. A little crazy on the age gap there, but that's okay. We have no more laborers to spare right now. I think all of our children, most of our children have become of age. I said I didn't want any more houses, but maybe I'll build another one. But I'll wait till I have enough stone for an actual stone house. I won't be making any more wooden houses. Okay, the person died during childbirth. Not good. People out of the age range to have children? I don't know. Maybe. So we'll live until we have 40 stone. We have reached our food limit again, so we're definitely not gonna die from want of food. We might die from want of iron, so let's put 2 of these stone cutters into the mine instead. Because we need more iron. I mean, our health and happiness, even without a herbalist, our health is staying high. And I think that's mostly because of the variety of food that we are collecting. So let's make another house here. We've got a lot of people in the mine, so let's make another one here. I wonder if we can even fit one here. Can we? Yeah, we can. Can't fit them here if necessary, so that's good. Something I really wasn't even counting on. Yeah, we know our stone's going to be low. I mean, we're still having kids born, so we are not gonna be too bad. Alright, we're gonna finish the stone house, and then we're probably gonna end that episode there. We've already been going on for a lot longer than I normally like to. I keep saying I'm gonna scale back and go back to 20 minutes, but then I keep doing 30 and 40-minute episodes, so I guess I'm just getting lost in this game. It's been fun. It's nice when things are going the right way. I think these stone houses are definitely helping out with our firewood consumption. And here it is, almost done. Stop to take a break. I mean, 2 woodcutters are still keeping this area pretty nicely. A bustling community of over 70 people, and the woodcutters, 2 woodcutters are more than enough. And we have plenty of logs, plenty of wood. Plenty of firewood. People die of old age. That might have been this person. Yep, there goes that person. Well, that's good. That will stimulate some more growth. Alright, so everything's looking really good here. We are getting a little low on iron, though, so think I want to max out the miners. Iron's more important than the stone, so let's get the iron going instead of the stone going. And then we'll just upgrade as we can. So we'll go ahead and call this episode here. In our quest to change everything over to stone houses. We have no more laborers. That's okay. We don't really need them right now. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. I'll probably do another video a little bit later tonight after the kids go to bed. And we will hopefully maybe even get this finished. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.